morning, blacksmith community, or evening, or what have you in your parts of the world. I know it's evening for me. I was trying to hold off on starting for as long as possible. I had my torpedo heater going and a fan moving the air around in the shop. One downside to having all this open space is it gets a lot colder than I'm used to. Like, there's a lot more open air. How's everybody doing today? So it's chilly in here. As usual, we'll say hello to everybody. First in, George Anderson. Hope to see you in an hour. That was at 5:09 when I started this. Hope you're still here, George. Eric, hello. Is there anybody out there? What's up, Rob? Mr. Pekka, good morning. Mr. Maggiore. Troy is going to be in and out. He's prepping for paint. Noah McGrath, what up, brother? Henry St. Street Forge, how's it going? Bobby over at Dog Bones. Chaz Walker. Mark S. Yes, like that smoosh button and smoosh that like button. It matches with my red shirt. Gordon Farmer, how you doing? Not on for long. Do what you got to do, man. Holy cow, it's Brute Lemon. How's it going, man? Janetta Shear, Bryson Alden, going down the list. Mirante Mott, how you doing? How's it going? How is it down there in Brazil? Must be nice. I love tropical. No, you're a bit below the tropical line. No, you might be right there, depending on where you are. I miss palm trees. Dakota Englert, how you doing? What's up? Make sure you're smiling, Dakota. You can't go through life without smiling. Mr. Matthews, Old Wolf. Can't hear me properly. Ought to be able to hear me properly. Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up. It's quite loud, actually. Probably, you know what? It might have been aimed the wrong way. Is that better? Where was I? Chris Frost, what up? Jeff Woodring, how you doing? Trail Dust? What up, what up, what up? All right, I think I'm caught up. Sounds good there. John Brunell, I can hear him fine. Everything is fine here. Thanks. All right, all right. Morning, Speargrass. What's up? All right, all right, all right. Oi, oi, oi. All right, so yeah, I mean, you can. I'll talk loud for those of you guys who have poor speakers. For those of you guys who have good speakers, you can turn the volume down a smudge 'em. But I really just want to make sure that on my bars I don't hit the red. How you doing, Tech Ron? Anyway, I have a new hammer for me to test drive and do. I made myself a 2-pound A33 crosspeen using the idea of Roy's where it's smooth down the edge to get into corners when I start doing corners. Something I actually might try practicing today. I have a whole bunch of projects in mind for the live stream, working on bottle openers, working on drive hooks. But something that might be fun to practice would be the 90-degree, the 90-degree corners. What are they called? The Haberman bend. Following the book. Yes, the book. Metal Man, how you doing, Kenny? Kenny, I gotta say, you've been pumping out some videos. Oh, you've been pumping out videos. I know what you're going through with the editing. Unless you're totally comfortable going at that pace, backlog some of those and schedule them so that you can buy yourself some time. Because you keep that pace up, you're going to be tired. Number 39. No, Kenny, this is number 29. Dwayne Aubuchon, good morning. What were the parent dimensions of the A33? It is 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. 833. But square corners. Yes, thank you, Old Wolf. Square corners. Right, Rob? 29. Yeah. Next hammer's 30. Next hammer's 30, and I think that may be when I raise my prices. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. Charlie May, how you doing, man? But I do have the forge lit. Just nothing in there yet. I've got some spikes sitting here. Should I decide to do some rail spike bottle openers, I got my chisels for that. I've got some 1/4 inch square stock over here, so if I want to do some drive hooks. I'm just going to kind of play today, but I do kind of want to practice the Haberman bend. You know, just kind of practicing techniques. I've been really, really, really busy at work lately, and for the next couple of months, I'm going to be really, 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 really busy at work again. So I'd kind of like to take this time to just, instead of working on a project, be practicing skills, you know, tapers, rounds, the Haberman bend, all that stuff. Hey, Robert. Yeah, it's about 35 degrees here. Brute Lemon. Yes, I built my forge, and I actually have a video. If you look up Island Metal Forge Table, I cleaned it off for a video and kind of showed the build for it. Not the build, but I kind of showed it. So that's another thing I want to try and practice at, but I don't have the. There's a what's it called? A little jig you can make using angle iron to make it easier. Let's do some 1/2 inch stock, you know, for upsetting into a corner. I kind of want to give that a try. But yeah, the Haberman bend, everything that I've seen, it's so much quicker and easier. And if I can kind of perfect that technique, you can do that bend in the middle of a bar and not have to worry about like a long upset if you want a square corner in a long bar. But how much you get on your hammers? You know what? I usually don't like talking prices, but I haven't changed them yet. The reason I don't like saying prices is because if somebody's watching this video a year from now and I've changed my prices, they can be like, well, you used to charge this much. So I'm going to disclaimer this now. What I have been charging my hammers for is the absolutely average price of $125 plus shipping for my, you know, the 2-pound hammers, you know. And anything more, and I got to charge more because there's more work that goes involved. So yeah, I'll flat out say it. You know, my hammers are, you know, the affordable for what they are, affordable price of $125. I should go into a scrap forge building business. Yeah, prices are subject to change. Jeff Cran, how you doing, good brother? Is that your disgruntled customer voice? Yeah, I suppose so. Kenny, if you want to hear a good, honest review, there's a couple of people who've put out reviews. Alex Haberman reviewed it. The only thing he did not like about it was the handle, but that's because he prefers a different style of the handles that I usually do. Metal Man requested an unfinished handle so that he could finish it himself. I have up to now had no up so far, knock on wood, have had no complaints about my hammers. Metal Man, he did an awesome review, and thank you for that. Yeah, Adam Speargrass Forge. I have an international man of metal. I have hammers across the globe. No, not Aussie dollars. But no, my handle. What I do. Let me pull up my. I've got a couple of different styles. My old style is I burn circles into it, and yeah. And then I've also got an electro etch machine that I do fractal burning on it. But how I do my rounding hammers, if you can see it, I do a flat side here and a round side here, so that if you're right-handed, the tips of your fingers feel flat, you're on your planishing side. If you flip it around and the tips of your fingers feel round, you're on your rounding side. You know, I don't do that for the like a double peen. And unlike some, I don't do fullers on my peen side. I leave it nice and sleek. And it keeps that forged look. Augie, what up? So, but yeah, just, you know, so you're aware. I try to be as open about my stuff as possible. I am not a professional hammer maker. I'm not going to be, if a blacksmith wants to buy a hammer from me to support me to get a good hammer, I'm not going to say no. However, I'm not going to be the next Brent Bailey, you know, with 3,000 plus or 30,000 hammers under my belt. I've got, you know, hoo-hoo. What's up, Curtis? But yeah, anyway, I think you guys convinced me to work on the Haberman bend today. Sorry for all that shameless self-promoting. I'm going to cut a chunk of this off using the fish hot cut. And be practicing. I really hope it doesn't get all smoky in here, because I really, really, really do not want to start or open the windows or the doors. But yes. Holler, what up? Did I see Drayson? What up, Drayson? Hubcap, how you doing, man? Man, I step away and like everybody shows up. Would you be interested in doing a trade, my handmade hammer, for one of yours? Could provide a link. Email me, Chris. I will be honest. What up, Bill Corey? Yeah, we'll talk. One reason why I got into making hammers at all is because I can't afford to buy hammers. But yeah, I'll you know, we can talk. It's a lot of work. For those of us listening while we work, what is the Haberman bend? The Haberman technique for making where's the piece that I have? It's for making the square corners, and like a square upset corner, where you take the piece of steel or a piece of the bar stock, and you have like a perfect corner in it, instead of it being a bent corner, a curved corner. For deals, guys, email me. All right, my email's in the description. We could discuss deals and stuff like that on the side. Hey, Tommy. it's a technique for doing that makes it a little bit easier than upsetting the corners into the different, positions. Yeah. Right angle. Yes. Hey, Paul, how you doing? But yeah, it's you'll see. And by the way, I said hello to everybody chatting. Hello to everybody who is in the show watching but not chatting. So howdy, y'all. Now, full disclosure as well, I am not an expert at this technique. Okay? I am not. The reason I'm doing it is to practice it, specifically for practice, so that I can become an expert at this technique. Wolf. Ground turkey and ground beef? I've had that in chili. That works out pretty good in chili. Forgot to switch cameras, didn't I? Practice, practice, more practice. Exactly, Wayne. This keeps knocking the microphone down. Sorry about the scratchy noise, guys. I'm trying to get the microphone to stay and not be under my apron. Go. Set that down and then find a pair of tongs to hold the other thing. Right here. Gonna clean up that edge or that end just a smudging. Actually, I might give it a quick taper. Hot cut. It's a fish. Hot cut. Morning, Neil. How you doing? Test. Test. What's up, North Country Steve? Yeah, is Bar Run still here? 'Cause I tell you, I don't know what it is, but this is like the 4th day that I've had major problems with the Kimafun mic. They're fully charged. They just don't want to work. Me personally, would not recommend them. They work great when they work. When they work, they are fantastic. Morning, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, when they work fantastically. But when they don't, my goodness, do they not work. What's up, Fuss? Alright, so what did I miss? You guys all started screaming, unplugged! Yeah, okay. What up, bloobs? Oh, John, Mr. Squadfather, I just rewatched that video from the Hans get-together a while back. I showed Elaine. I was crying again. Alright. Just a little, for the heck of it, taper on the end. Pyramid, what you want to call it. And before I get precise and try and put the bend in a specific spot, I need to get better at doing the bend in general. I'm not upsetting it back to the corner. Adam, I'm not upsetting it back to the corner. I'm doing the Haberman style, or the Haberman technique. Yeah, I do gotta forge myself a little, like, Critchell hole cigarette holder. I don't know what, Alex Haberman and I got this 1/2 inch steel at the same time, and he says that he was not sure if it was in fact mild steel. It doesn't heat up like mild steel. It takes a bit to heat up. Or better yet, kick them. I could do that, yeah. I could totally do that. One of these days, one of these days, does something funky now too. I'm going off of memory from, you know, trying this a while back. Sent me an email, right on, right on. I'll check it. Hey Frank, how you doing? I'm listening, Buck talking to Yami. Gotta wash work out. I hear you. Yeah. Definitely not the best habit in the world. Definitely not the cheapest habit in the world. But I've quit worse things. Those of you who remember my 5 life-changing events video, don't go looking for it, it's removed. Now, it honestly has been about a year since I've attempted this, so bear with me. I might be going a bit slow on it. You know? Adios, Grayson. I believe what it is you bend it to a point, or bend it and then taper the end of it and then unbend it, but I don't think you taper it down to a point, because when you unbend it, it like forms itself. okay, it's watching. I watched a YouTube video on it a while back, and it was legitimately like magic. You know, it did not look like it was going to unbend into a right angle. But dang it if it did. Starting to open it up. Again, this is a lot stiffer than mild steel, so I really don't think it's mild steel. Hey, Kat, how you doing? Matt Wythe is here? My goal this year is to win one of those swedge blocks from Christ-Centered Ironworks. See now, it gives you the mass in the back end there. You've done this with round stock, Bill? I was just wondering how that would work. Yeah, I would love to watch or to get that swedge block. Yeah, I was kind of like just, I couldn't really participate in the chat much. It was going by too fast. And I also had company over. Alright, it's not perfect. But with practice, you know, you get the idea, right? You swap cameras and come over here. This best shot. Against my red. Huh. Yeah, it's not perfect right now. I think I moved too much material out of the corner, maybe. She just got a 66-pound block. Yeah, man. I'll bet Ben Toombs wins one. Yeah. But you see why I want to practice on it. because it's an easy technique once you get the gist of it down, and I really want to get it down pat. Hey, what's up, Nidavellir? Next time, instead of hammering the puckers with the flat face, try to pull them up into the bend with the peen. There you go. Instead of just hammering them flat, which pushes them outwards, pull them up into the corner. I'll try that. I will try that. By the way, what is wall outlet volts down where you live? Oh, down under. You must be talking to the Aussies. I believe they use 220. I believe they use 220 for everything. Yeah, that's going to be what I do right now, Mr. John. Yep, that is what I'm going to do now. That is the purpose of today, is trying this out. But as you see, Adam, speargrass, you don't need to upset the corners. The idea of this is so you can do the right angle corner without having to worry about upsetting it. Brian, Ed, and the crew just made 6 of them out of 1 inch round. Right. The cycle swings backwards. You need to heat the corner and upset it to get it more square. I think where I went wrong with this one is I didn't have as much meat in the corner, and as Bill Corey pointed out, whereas I flattened it, peen and pull the puckers out when you make the fold, pull that metal into the corner. Wayne Heights just got 3-phase. Woohoo! You know, that's another thing. I've been thinking about switching my my power hammer over to 220, but I like the idea that I can plug it into any outlet. This all again. See what I can come up with. Clean up the end just a smudge. I ain't gonna worry about doing a little taper on it just right now. Can't get that warm hung up. Come over here by the chit chat and say hello. What up? Yeah, I need a pair of tool steel scrollers myself. I'm getting really tired of using my needle nose pliers. Drop forge drink. Adios, old wolf. Catch you tomorrow. Ah, warm. Oh, and Quad Squad. I'm wearing the Big Jim's Forge shirt, if y'all didn't notice. I guess that's one good thing about not having the lavalier mic. Diver down. Yeah, that's another thing. I would like to put a wood stove out here, just for them cold days. Adios, Tommy. I know, this isn't the most engaging live stream ever. You know, Roy's are much more entertaining. He gives things away. I just don't have the money to give things away. And as for the Forge Around the World project book, I have reached out. I haven't gotten a response yet back, but I've reached out to ZH Productions. Zach over there, I'm friends with him on Facebook. He's one of the guys who also did a pumpkin video for Halloween, and it was a really cool video he did. I love his video style, and I love his humor, and I'd love to see his take on the book, like doing a video on the book. Flood his videos with, are you going to do the Forge Around the World book? You know? Maybe he'll finally respond to me. Yo, what up, Stress Master? How you doing, man? John Brunel, I try to heat my shop, but my heater is way too loud to run during a live stream. Y'all want to hear it? I can kick the heater on for a minute so y'all can hear it. Let's do this. Just a little loud, right? The book is a great project. The book is going over to Big Dog Forge right now from John. I'd like for it to go to ZH Productions next. Comment on his videos, say, are you getting the book? Turn that off, it's way too loud. But yeah, I'd like the book. I'd like to try and get the book over to Zach, and so help me spread the word to him. And just so that you guys do know and remember, the path of the book, the first phase of it is to go to YouTubers to spread the word about it as much as possible, so that unlike the last time, it doesn't get forgotten and lost. It has that accountability to it. Get some insulated board and some aluminum pipe so you can put it outside and push air in to a corner. Not a bad idea. Don't get overheated. Hey Ben, how you doing? Yeah, but anyway. And then from there, it's like I'd like to get it over to maybe Essential Craftsman, and who knows, you know, then back to me, and then maybe make around my friends, and you know, get it around, then get it overseas. Get it to Australia, let it go around Australia for a bit. And get it over to Europe, maybe get it to Joey Vandersteeg and Torbjorn. Folding it over. Now move the peen, peen the edges, or peen the puckers over. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to get it through some of the, and no offense to anybody, I'm trying to see it through some of the larger YouTubers, just so that it has accountability, and you know, to see how they would do it. I'm sure once it hits the general public, it will be just off the charts amazing, and that's what the Forge Around the World Facebook group is for. John is shipping it to Tim at Big Dog Forge. Joey will be forge welding it shut. I suppose Dan Moss also. Last time I spoke with Dan Moss, he said that he doesn't do collaborations or anything like that. He told me that it was not a good thing for a channel. That's his words, not mine. With the book, I would like to meet blacksmiths from Canada, England, Germany, France, Russia, Australia, and Japan. Everybody keeps saying send it to Glenn at GS Tongs. Maybe. Yeah. Joey will be, that is. Nice. Maybe I can find out where he's going to be and get him the book. Thunderbear? Thunderbear. That's a good idea. Also, see, there's so many. I can't remember the channel names. He works with the Stagger Brothers every now and then. I can't remember. But yeah, but that's the idea, is to get it. You know, contact your favorite YouTubers, the big YouTubers, and tell them to. Black Bear Forge has it right now. Right on, Nid. Well, Black Bear Forge just did it. John, you'll get him to do it. Might work if you send it to Glenn before it comes to the land of Australia. Have Glenn maybe send it over to you guys in Australia. You know. Right on, right on. Ethan Hardy. Yeah, there's several people, but the idea, guys, is to spread the word about it. You know, it's not just my project; it's the community's project. You know, so if I can get people, you know, and again, in the first phase, if I can get YouTubers, you know, the big name YouTubers to contact me or to at least express an interest in it, you know, all the better. You know, because the idea isn't necessarily to grow my channel. The idea is to grow the book. Second phase, John, is it's going to my friends, the Quad Squad. You know, you guys get it, and then it goes to, you know, out to the subscriber base. I will be putting together a list, a post in the group of people who are interested in receiving it, so that as it, you know, goes through, people who have it can check the list. Okay, this person is interested, you know. So, yeah. What's up, you okay? We're just practicing stuff. I'm more chatting than anything. I'm being very talky today. I'm just practicing a 90-degree. Excuse me. Torbjorn Amon, yeah. I know that if I were to send it to Torbjorn, he would do it, for sure. But I want to get it through, you know, the American audiences first, the American YouTubers first, and then send it overseas to the overseas YouTubers. Because back and forth shipping, you know, international shipping back and forth will cost a fortune. I definitely would like to have it back by Quad State to set up a booth for it at Quad State. Neil Graham. You're only his friend. You're not famous enough, I guess. Right? Stage 6. People also keep asking me to give the dimensions of the plate and send, you know, so that they can all make plates and send them in. If I do that, the thing will be like this big and half empty. You know, it'll just be a whole bunch of random, and the idea is that you hold something in your hand, you know, and you work on the same piece that the person and the people before you held in their hand and worked on. That's the idea, you know. So I'm very hesitant to do it that way. Right, Adam? A double 90-degree deep hanger. Ah, John. Yes, it does. I love you. Yeah, and Tech brings up a good point. If it gets over to you guys It might be a minute before it goes on to another place after Tim, but we'll see. Stamp small plates and rivet them into place. Is James going to do anything to it? James who? Like dog tags page? I don't know. You know, possibly, maybe. I don't know. You know, I really do prefer the idea of the touchmark pages being touchmark pages. If I kept the book in this location and said, send me, you know, squares with your touch mark on it and I'll tack weld them or whatever, again, that still defeats the purpose of, I know everybody wants to get in on it, and everybody has the opportunity to. It's a long-term project that requires patience. And if I start getting a box full of things that I need to tack weld to it, that defeats the purpose and the idea behind it of everybody getting, you know, it's a book that people follow. Think of it like a roaming gnome. You don't send stickers to the roaming gnome gnome comes and gets the stickers. You know, if any of you guys remember the roaming gnome. I think more realistically, it will probably take 20 years to get around everywhere. Bill, you remember the roaming gnome? Howdy, Tina! The roaming gnome, Travelocity started using a roaming gnome idea in their advertisements. The roaming gnome, if I recall, started out, somebody took a garden gnome, put a sticker of their hometown on it, and mailed it off to somebody who took pictures of it and in their locations and stuck a sticker of their hometown or their area on it, and then packed it in a box and sent it. And it literally went around the world and ended up having like a suitcase full of photographs of all the places that it's been. That's the idea that I had behind the Forge Around the World book. It is a long project. Yeah, roaming gnome was an idea that they had turned into the Travelocity mascot, but it existed before Travelocity. I can't wait to see it when it's done. Yeah, it was something goofy like that. It was a garden gnome that traveled the world and got, like, you know, all sorts of attention. And I don't necessarily want it to be all about me. I want it to be about the book and the community aspect of the book. And all the better if it reaches a point, if it reaches somebody, all the better if they can host a local hammer in and get several smiths to hit it at once. You know, not all at the same time, that'll get crowded, but you know what I mean. George Anderson, an hour early and an hour late. That's me. Don't worry, man. I did let people know that you were here. First in usually gets a shout out for being first in. I'm like talking way too much here. Just don't feel right. I'm going to try doing this without much more hitting on the corners. I really want to keep the parent dimensions as best as I can. But this is what trial and error practice is all about, guys. This is what trial and error practice is all about. Emmanuel Cantero. How you doing from Argentina? Oh. I didn't mean to be pressing my buttons. Where did I get my flag made? Talking that flag right there? Custom Flag Man from on Instagram. Hello, neighbor. I speak here. Morante, are you going to translate for us? That is fantastic. Emmanuel, if you speak English or if you read English all right, glad to have, or not, if you speak, glad to have you here, brother. What up, Dragon Water? See how much I can cheat. Boom. Keep hitting the corner off. All right. I just realized I was on the wrong screen the whole time. I'm sorry, guys. Four or five, yeah. Those are my buttons. I just can't think of a name, but a big company gives it free to makers. See, the thing is I do like supporting small companies. Some advice for a Tonto of shock absorber piston. Full disclosure, I am not a knife guy. Make sure I get my handle on there. I am not a knife guy, and while I have piston steel, I don't know the deal for it. The reason I kept it is in case I can do something with it. I'm not even sure what the steel type would be. Set my phone down and now the cat is watching Yamez Forge. There you go. So there's two cats watching. I've been working on making a cut off from my hardy hole. It's about 1/4 of an inch above my anvil due to the weld. Any advice? I've been making a cutoff tool from your hardy hole. What you could do is heat up, unless you already have the point on it. What you can do is, after the weld, you can heat up the piece and then hammer it down, upset it down into the hardy hole, and then forge out the hot cut itself. If you already have the hot cut forged, and you can get in there with a cutting disc and grind out the weld so that it sits in, that would work too. Metalman Productions, thanks for the shout out earlier. Midstream, $10 super chat. Thank you, man. Thank you. Much appreciated. Everybody give that man a line of applause. Speargrass brings up a good point, Emmanuel. If you check out the Forgecast, you'll find Sam Towns Bladesmith and Valhalla Ironworks, Alex and Sam over there. They both have YouTube channels, and they talk knives, they talk metallurgy, they talk all of that stuff. And you can email them and ask them questions. And they are a huge resource for information. So yeah. Yeah. All right. Back to where I was doing this. Are you guys entertained? Am I being entertaining today, everybody? Or am I just jabbering? Y'all want to see me hit metal, not jibber jabber, right? For you Yamez and the shout outs, yeah, man. I might see if Sam Towns wants to join us for tomorrow morning's live stream and discuss metals again. Okay, so I've kept my parent stock size through the bend. Alright. I think I have a little bit more material there I can work to the corners. But Bill Corey, your advice, and that is exactly right. Now the idea is to work on getting that corner nice and crisp. Thanks, Frank. Speargrass, if you could pull up a link to the Forgecast information, that would be very helpful. And for all of you guys out there, I highly recommend checking out the Forgecast. Two awesome guys. I've been interviewed on it. They are more on the knife side of things, but they do talk other stuff. Great guys. Yeah. Are you not entertained? Yeah, you can throw up the email for them. You can throw up the link to their Instagram if you like. I got no problems if it's something like that that can help out answering a question that I don't have the answer to. I can help that out. You know, I got no problems with that. John Cat, how you doing? I am completely entertained. I'm so entertained. Yeah. Okay. I'm so entertained I'm falling asleep. Thanks, guys. Yes. Smoosh that like button. How do I do this? Yes. But this is what I made this hammer for, was to get into the corners like that. But yeah, I kept pretty much the same parent stock, the stock size. Now it's a matter of working that corner right there. See, I kept that same stock size. Now it's a matter of making that a perfect 90. Night, Neil. I'm rocking it tonight. Thanks. I am practicing the Haberman method of right angles. "90-degree square corner," yes. But yeah, definitely interesting. I wonder. You know what I need? I need to get a pair of tongs that could effectively hold like that better. Because the stuff that I have don't do it. You know, I'm going to try something. Just to spice things up a bit, I'm going to try to do another one on the same piece. Just to spice things up a little bit. You got a diver in the water, Yamzy? That's the second time. What do you mean, do I got a diver in the water? Yamez. Mr. Switzer did a great job on making the book binder on your touch. Yes, he did, John. Yes, he absolutely did. I love the A33, man. Are you talking about the hissing sound? That's my little propane heater. Be a cool idea for making a swedge for my hardy hole. Ah, you want a cool idea for a swedge for a hardy hole? I did a video on this years ago, and I got the idea from, well, John at Black Bear Forge. Let me switch cameras here. This is a cool one. Boom. Boom. Swedge bar. A Hardy Tool swedge bar. I took and drilled a little hole in it to be used as either a bolster or a rivet header. Yeah. I had that idea before I had a swedge block. I'm like, well, let me try this. And it's really fun. The do-rag is a scuba flag. Oh, dive down flag. Right. I'll be honest, John, I completely forgot which hat I was wearing. Yeah, this is my dive down flag. I get you. Your drift is A33. It'll hold up well. The punch is H13. I've never used H13. Thank you, John. You have room for rounds and 90s. Yes, you do. You have all sorts of room for those. Ben Tunes. Tell Josh I love him and wish him the best. If that's what you were doing, it's no problem that you're late. Any other time, and I'm going to run you through the spanking machine. Just saw that video a couple days ago. Yeah, fun video. Glad it's still getting some play. George, there's a technique for making folded hardy shanks. It's handy when you have an odd hardy hole or don't have thick enough stock. Yeah, you fold it up and then fold it up again and it'll slip right into the hardy hole. Like if you've got a 1-inch and you've got nothing but 1/4 inch stock, you can fold it up a bunch of times and get it to stick. Yeah. TDY Blacksmith. Keith Coleman. H13 as hard as woodpecker lips. Yeah, that's what I hear. Ben. I know that you're going to win that swedge block from Roy over at Christ-Centered Ironworks. I demand that you tell him to send your winnings to me. Hey TT, how's it going, man? Did you miss anything? Honestly, today is more just practicing. I'm practicing the Haberman technique, and I keep letting my metal cool down, of doing 90-degree corners. It's something I haven't done in about a year, and figured let me show you guys all this one more time. Hardy hole swedge block. Swedge bar. Yeah, that's why I'm practicing it, man. That's why I'm practicing it. I need that swedge block. Oh, and other cool news, I have some people signed up for classes, basic blacksmithing classes here at my shop, some locals, as a Valentine's Day date, or as a Valentine's date. So, yeah. Seems to me that USA is the country with the most blacksmiths in the world. Amazing. I wouldn't say we've got the most. I think the most blacksmiths that you see on social media, and you see more of Americans on social media with blacksmithing, but I wouldn't say that we're the most. I know that there are several countries out there that boast a very, very good blacksmithing community. You know. Alright, I'm going to try and be really funky with this one, guys. Alright? I'm just being goofy now. Just trying to be goofy here. Practicing holding things at odd angles. Don't break it. Ben could win a swedge block from Roy without even being in the show. Uh-oh. Speaking of which, hi, Roy! Who else loves Yamez as much as I do? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the $5 super chat, good sir. We were just talking about how Ben's gonna win a swedge block from you without even being in the show. That's how lucky he is. All right. How you doing, Roy? It feels like I haven't talked to you in a couple of hours. Hey, Bottega, how you doing, man? What's on the anvil? Haberman bends. Or techniques. What do you call them? Broke. Just bought a second lathe, a bandsaw, a planer, and a flatter. Oh my goodness. Dabby's gonna kill you. What's the latest on the Touchmark book? I believe it is in transit from Black Bear Forge to Big Dog Forge right now. I believe that's where it is physically at. Tim will get it, and in his own time, he will make a video on it. So that's where it's at right now. Yeah. Ugh. I tell you guys, I've just got a headache that won't quit. Can we do pages and send them to you? And you have a, okay. One question, can we do pages and send them to you? Possibly at some point. I'll go again in about that here in one sec. Yeah, and then I'll get to TT's question. Do I want people to send me? Dang it! I'm gonna be twitchy here in a bit. Do I want people to send me pages? I don't particularly want that, and my reasoning being is that think of it like the roaming gnome. As I was saying earlier in the stream, the roaming gnome, before it was Travelocity's mascot, the idea of it is, and Speargrass, if you could grab a link for the Facebook group and toss it up, that'd be fantastic as well. A $20 super chat in from Ben Toombs. Love to hate you. Thank you. Love you, Ben. You know I do. And the idea of it is that when you get it, you hold it in your hands, what's going on, and you work on it, and boom. You hold the same piece that was a week before in a different location, a week before that in a different location held by another smith, and it's all smiths working on the same project over time. If I were just doing it for myself, or like, you know, publicity or something like that, like, oh yeah, everybody send me, yeah, send me, I'll take them all and build it. I'd end up with 1,000 pages with like 5 or 6 touch marks on it, you know. And while I inherently don't have a problem with that, adding pages to it from different areas, it defeats the purpose of what I had intended. And me and Roy talked about that for a while as well. And love you, Ben. So it's like, at this point, I'd really prefer not to. I prefer people to be patient. It will get through the community much faster down the line. And TT Blacksmith, I have a quick question. What was your worst blacksmithing injury? Honestly, for the longest standing, the worst blacksmith injury was when I first started. I was using a 4-pound hammer with a plastic rubber grip, and I screwed up my the tendons here, and for about 6 or 8 months, and you can go back in my older videos and see, I had to wear a brace here compressing the muscle. I should not have kept forging, but dang it, I didn't want to stop. As for sharpest instant pain, I've smashed my thumb, I've burned my hands, I've dropped the post vise handle on this and just ripped that off. All that fun stuff. Been there, it sucks. But, $5 super chat from Roy. Show off. Talking to Ben, I'm sure. Ben really wants to show off. He'd send 2 in a row. Thank you very much, Roy. Roy lost the Santa clap. Oh no! Now, in addition to Facebook, TDY, I do have a Discord server, the Forge chat, and it has a section for the blacksmith, different blacksmithing stuff. It has a section for the Forge Around the World. It has a section for the Blacksmith Family Tree Project that has questions. It's just a Discord community. If anybody would like to share the link for that. And so for those who don't use Facebook, there is a Discord server. George, I think you put it perfectly. It's not just about filling up the book. It's about the book's journey. Never lose the Santa clap. I was thinking about that when I first met Yamez. He came up and hugged me and kept holding on and said, you smell like a pastor. I remember that. Discord, yeah. It's a chat program. It's a chat community program. Any advice on hammering technique? I can't seem to swing my 5-pound hammer for too long. My daily driver is a 2-pounder. Well, this actually isn't my daily driver yet. Roy, I'm really digging the cross beam. My daily drivers are 2 pounds. And some would even say that's too heavy for a daily driver. Get a lighter hammer, switch it to a wood handle, not a rubber grip handle, and you will definitely notice a huge improvement. I'm not on Discord, so I can't get it. I believe it's in the description of my videos as the Discord server. Kind of makes me curse my Discord glitching out and me getting locked out of it. Oof. Metal Man Productions, 50. Number 30 should be a giveaway. Hammer number 30 should be a giveaway hammer. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad. I'll think about that. That's not a bad idea, Kenneth. Now, going on the subject of hammers, that's not to say that a larger hammer does not have a place in the shop. You know, like this is a 2-pound hammer. This is a 4-pound hammer. You know, like it's not to say that you don't have a place for a big one in your shop. You know, really good for if you really need to move some stuff. But, you know, for building muscle, you definitely don't want to start off at like the 1,000-pound weights. Show off number 2. I suck at this. The link is not in the description. If you guys give me one moment here. Nope, that's Steam. I might look into some of these alternate social medias, but I am sort of getting burnt out on social medias. So it's like I'm kind of just sitting back and relaxing. You gotta be kidding me. I think I left something important in the house. That makes me sad. Here's that. Invite people. Link. Copy. All right. Thank you very, very, very much, Kenneth. That is the Discord server. Thank you very, very much, Roy. You guys are having like a super chat off. Sadly, I have to go soon. Thanks for having me. Right on, TT. Thank you very much. I'm just stirring the pot. Got to save the rest of my money for all that shipping. Yeah, you do, man. Yeah, you do. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I know not everybody can send super chats. I highly appreciate those who do. It helps me keep the channel rolling and running. And I was speaking with Roy earlier today. I hope this year, between sales and everything, to make enough. I'd like to get a second quality camera and this new awesome stream deck thing that he's got. It allows you to hook up to 4 cameras, because down the line I want to be like a full production studio, lights, cameras, and actions. So thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate it. And the $4 one in from Bar Run, Troy. Okay, not fair, I'm worse. Time to leave for me. Thanks for the good times. Thank you for coming by, Jeff Woodring. I usually do Forge a lot more, but with the Forge Around the World book talk, that's kind of a good topic. I'm the worst. Yeah, let's get used. Yes, John. The thing is, Stressmaster, Bill, the thing about it is the DSLR cameras that I use, when I have 2 cameras, 3 cameras actually, but there's a capture card required to use the DSLR cameras, which you get this camera's really nice quality. This camera I have to apply all sorts of stuff. It's lower quality, you know, kind of thing. Dang it, sorry guys. Yeah. So, after the stream today, man, I've got some stuff to do in the shop, or not in the shop, in my house. I've got to start getting some stuff taken care of, and yeah, I'll send me a message. I'll see if I can't respond or whatnot, or get with you. My brain is starting to twist right now. But yeah. 1, 3, yeah. Anyway, it's down the line kind of stuff. My computer right now is My computer right now is about at its max. I've got to rebuild. Like, I think my graphics card is starting to go. And either my graphics card is starting to go or my power supply is starting to go, or both. And I kind of, before I do get adding any more cameras, because anytime I have a third camera that Stressmaster sent me, and anytime that I add that to the mix, I just start dropping frame rates left and right. It just, because the stream is going through the CPU, whereas the capture cards, they do that information for it, you know. It's if I get the capture card set up, that block will do all that work, relieving some of the effort from my computer, as I understand it. So let me try this to finish this bend real quick. I only have a little bit of more time. Definitely needs to get hotter. Yeah. Okay, so you guys know when that enters in the chat, that's me switching cameras. So that's all the numbers is me switching cameras. Stress, I think I just need to get you over here to be my tech guy. Funny thing is I used to know a lot more about computers than I do now. Oh, this headache. Hmm. This is one of those, why not? Zwan Atoya just came, what are you forging? Working on square corners, just practicing, brother. Carter Hamilton. Yep. Roy's out of here. Later, Roy. And Troy's out of here. Later, Troy. I've thought about incorporating, you know, like super tech into the show and into the blacksmithing and stuff like that. I've chatted back and forth with Naomi Wu, and you know, about like 3D printers and laser etching machines and all sorts of things like that. And I'm trying to get her to try blacksmithing, and she's trying to get me to try tech stuff, or like laser show on my anvil while I'm forging, you know. But yeah, it's tech. There's a lot of money in technology, in the gadgets, and that's money I don't have. Kind of pulled that one off a bit. Wasn't paying attention. That was tricky. Anyway, yeah, there we go. It's just a practice in working odd angles and doing 90-degree bends. It's not the best. That's why they call it practice. And no one even mentioned flux. I'm the oldest in the chat. I thought about building myself a case out of metal, but I've actually got a really awesome case that can be upgraded. Still got plenty of room for more stuff. So there's no need for me to even attempt all that stuff. I was born in 1883. So I got all y'all beat. Yeah. The GPU is probably fine, just needs new thermal paste. On the heat sinks. I don't really want to take my GPU apart, you know. I don't know. I have other people demanding my attention, so I gotta go, Yamez. Have a great day. Adios, spare grass. I actually might call the stream a little bit early, just a little bit early. Switch over to Goodnight Fire. Yeah, nah, that I honestly didn't even think about that, Bill. It might be that simple. My GPU is clean. I've had it out. I've looked through it. You know, it doesn't even have dust on it, which is weird because my radiator had a lot of dust on it. So yeah, I might take that apart, take that off, and you know, get some more of that thermal paste, the silver thermal paste, to order some. But there's not a lot of tech stores around me. I live in a rural area. The GPU fans, yeah, they spin when it's working. I mean, they're not spinning right now, so maybe not. Aren't they supposed to spin all the time? Because they're not spinning right now. But it is really cold in the shop. But I'm honestly not sure right now. I've got the Corsair radiator, water-cooled radiator for my CPU. I was going to get one for my GPU, but decided against it because I was going to do an SL bridge and all that fun stuff and do it but ended up not doing that. It might be quiet mode. It's the GTX 970? Yeah, GTX 970. I used to play some heavy-duty games back in the day. That's why I was going to do it and decided against it. But anyway, guys, it is time to switch to Goodnight Fire. And I was speaking with Roy a little bit about this today as well. Am I using the NVencoder option in OBS? I am honestly not sure. I'll look into that, see if it's selected. Sorry, Wayne. Smithing channel. I will be doing, eventually, I will be doing a solo video just on Goodnight Fire and possibly even a kid's book on Goodnight Fire. So, might be doing something where I get, send pictures to you guys or something and get Smith's children to draw the pictures for the book and then, you know, make a bunch of the books or get it published or whatever and all that fun stuff. Another fun thing, I got to work out some logistics on it, but it might be fun. It's for those of you who haven't been here till the end of one of my streams, it's Goodnight Fire. It's just a poem that was written by Champ Ironworks for me, and he basically gave it to me as a gift. So it's just a fun thing we do at the end of each show, you know. So, good night, fire. Good night, coal. Good night, embers. Good night, glow. Good night, hammer. Good night, tongs in the rack. Good night, steel. From yellow to black. Anvil is quiet, still as the tweer. Good night, blacksmiths, and good morning to everybody everywhere. Had to throw that in for all of you Aussies and the people who it's actually morning for. Thank you guys. You guys make this thing so awesome. Hey, Mr. Wheel. Sorry, brother. I gotta go in. I got a headache. You guys are awesome. You guys make the show. All right. So spread the word. Make sure everybody knows to come in on Saturdays, and just have a blast and chit chat. But you guys have an awesome day. Thank you very much, Aswan, Emmanuel, the all you guys. I'm trying to remember names. Good night, everybody. Thank you. I'm gonna call it 5,000-year-old forge fire. And Morante, thank you very much. You was plowing snow? Oh no. February, I should have a co-host. Starting February, I should have a co-host, guys. Alright. Good night, everybody.